Hey guys, Sean Taylor with Greenpeace Survival Guide. I've been gone for a little while, but due to your requests and comments, I decided to come back and give you guys a little more. I apologize. Just shows with quick success, you get quick opportunities. Now, a sales manager, so training is definitely my baby now. Today, what I'd like to talk about is a little bit about step 3 in qualifying. Okay, kind of short, simple, and some things to ask to really lead into an open-ended question, and where it'll lead to the answers you want to get. So if you have a piece of paper, I want you to take your piece of paper, I want you to draw a line right down the middle of it. Okay, at the top, write qualifying, and then on the left side, I want you to write vehicle, and on the right side, I want you to write customer. Okay, now on the vehicle side, the first question I really would like you guys to target, just because it was something that was really helpful to me, is, step 4, select one vehicle. So we're going to lead you right into selecting one vehicle through your customer. And it all happens very fast, so you can limit down to what you want to do. Okay, the first question you want to ask is, are you looking for a car, truck, or SUV? Pretty common question. Well, we're going to lead the customer into helping us select one vehicle for them. Okay, so I'm looking for a car. Great. Are you looking for a 2-door or 4-door? Well, let me back up. Your first question on the vehicle is, are you looking for a car, truck, or SUV? Lead into the second one. Your second one being, are you looking for a 2-door or 4-door? Well, I'm looking for a 4-door. Great. So I know I'm at a car with a 4-door. If it's, well, we're looking for a truck or SUV. Okay, great. Are you looking for a regular cab, extended cab, crew cab, or are you looking for a third row seat for an SUV, or, bench seat? Do I want the 60-40 split? Do I want captain seats? Really, that question will lead you into exactly what they're looking for. So with that, now if I'm asking, if I get told a car, looking for 4-door, here comes my question number 3 under qualifying is, are you looking for a 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder? Well, I'm looking for a 4-cylinder. I'd like to be something good on gas. Okay, great. So now I really limit down, and I know exactly what vehicles I have in mind that are on my lot that I want to show them, that'll maximize profit. Okay. Well, I'm looking for, they tell you you're looking for a truck. Great. Are you looking for a 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive? SUV, all-wheel drive, or 4-wheel drive? Really limit down, so when you go to touch your desk, you really understand what the customer's trying to achieve versus what you're trying to achieve. Okay. So your first 3 questions, are you looking for a car, truck, or SUV? Lead into it with 2-door or 4-door, regular cab, extended cab, third row seat, captain's chairs. We're really just doing the qualifying on the vehicle side of the house, getting them excited because we're showing them, okay, great, yeah, I got that. I'm agreeing with everything they say. And then you go into the 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder. Some people are really specific to that. Some aren't. And if they say, well, I really don't know about a 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder, okay, no problem. Are you looking, for better gas mileage? How far are you driving? They're leading questions to really narrow down. If they don't have a particular choice, then great, go off and maximize the profit. The next question under vehicle, do you prefer cloth or leather? Well, it's really specific because some people are specific to those type of features. Well, it really doesn't matter, cloth or leather is fine. I prefer leather. Okay, well, if I have a leather vehicle, but it really gauges to let you know where you're at. The 5th question you want to ask is, do you generally like lighter or darker colors? Well, what do you mean? Lighter being your whites and silvers, darker being your blacks and blues. Or do you like the exotic colors in the middle, red, yellow? Now, here's a tip I'm going to give you. And I challenge you to do this the next time you're at your lot. Walk your lot, walk your inventory, and name. Every vehicle should have an exotic type name. Shouldn't be, this one's white, or this one's black, this one's gray. No. How about midnight black? How about snow white? Charcoal gray, gunmetal gray, red, black cherry, deep cherry. You guys get the idea. Do it. I make my salespeople do it all the time. Walk the lot, rename the colors, because why? because color adds value. Okay, if you convince the customer that it's not just white, it's not just white. You know, it's a color that is increasing value. And of course, when we add value to our vehicle, there's no question about cost or price or payment. Value exceeds cost. You have no problems. Okay, so there's your vehicle side. You should have 5. Are you looking for a car, truck, SUV? 2-door, 4. Your question number 2 is 2-door, 4-door, extended cab, regular cab, crew cab. 3 is 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder / all-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. 4, do you prefer cloth or leather? 5, do you generally prefer lighter or darker color shades? With those vehicle questions being stated, now I really know, and it's easier for me to narrow down the vehicle that best benefits them as the customer. Speaking of the customer, on the right side of that part, under customer, now, these are leading questions that are going to answer everything you want to know indirectly. Do we all want to know the information of money down, payment, blah, blah, blah? Yes, we do, because it really designs the car deal that we're trying to complete. But we want to do it in an indirect way where we don't discourage the customer. We want to encourage. We want to excite. When you start talking about negative equity, how much they owe for their vehicle, what their car's worth and stuff, you're really discouraging the customer, where you want to encourage and be exciting and really have fun with it instead of bringing them down. So we excite them up about the qualifying questions for the vehicle. Now we need to really just lead them in a quick couple questions that'll just feed us with all the information we need to know. Your first question is, tie this into your meet and greet in step 1. When you're walking up, hey folks, who's the lucky customer buying a new ride today? Well, with that question, we'll really determine what we're going to get looking forward in the deal. Well, it's for my wife. Okay, great. Is the wife here? No, we're talking about a one-legged up. Now, does that mean you don't have a car deal? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Persuade. Okay. Oh, okay, great. So, are you looking? Question number 2. Are you looking to finance, or are you paying cash? Oh, well, I'm going to be financing. Okay. You look at the vehicle they drove in. Question number 3. Are you trading that vehicle in, or do you have anything to trade in? Well, yeah, I have a 2005 or 2004 Dodge Stratus. Great. Let me ask you this. Who is that currently financed with? Oh, it's not. It's paid off. That lets me know that I got equity. You know, there's my money. Or they tell you, oh, it's currently financed with so-and-so bank. Well, as you learn your banks, you understand really what kind of credit you're dealing with, as far as, is it a prime bank? Is it a secondary or deep secondary bank? You really know where to go from there. I'm financed through this subprime lender. Great, let's go inside and see what I can get you qualified for. We're in the qualifying phase. Let's go inside and see what I can get you qualified for. Follow me. But then they tell you, well, I'm financed with this. This is where I want to be. I want to be at $250 a month. All I want you to do is just agree. Agree, agree, agree. Write that 4 times all around your vehicle and customer and qualifying. Agree, 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 agree. Agree with the customer. You want to excite them. You do not want to discourage them. Okay? So, your first question, who's the lucky one getting a ride? That lets me know. Oh, it's for my daughter. Great. Is this a surprise? Why do I ask, is this a surprise? Because are they going to buy it, or do I need daughter here to really seal the deal? Oh, well, no, she's got to see it. Okay, great. I still continue on the vehicle process. If it's a father or a guardian or something, I really want to sell them the vehicle because obviously they're a decision maker in the process. So I continue to sell it. At the end of it, here, why don't you take this vehicle to go see your daughter? 1, they got to come back. 2, I'm trying to really push the sale in a non-pressure type way. Okay? So who's the lucky one getting the vehicle? Did you plan on financing or paying cash is your second question. Then, it led into the third question of, well, who are you currently financed with? Or when was the last time that you financed anything? Oh, well, great. Well, what rate did you get? I mean, these are qualifying questions to let you know. Now you go tell your sales manager or your desk, hey, this is what I got. They're going to think you're a superstar because you just loaded them with every bit of information that they're going to ask you anyway. Okay? But there's an indirect way of doing it. At the same time, guys, you never stop building rapport. The rapport is continuing throughout the whole process. Okay? So you got your fourth question, will you be trading anything in? Well, no, I didn't. I mean, sir, we take cars, trucks, SUVs, boats, motorcycles, horses, campers. It doesn't matter. You got a jet ski, it's worth something. Oh, well, you don't want this. Sir, everything's worth something, which is equity to you, okay? It can help you achieve your ultimate goal. And then I would say this fifth question is really, really key, but don't buy into it too much. If you ask the question of, well, when are you planning on purchasing? What's your time frame on purchasing a newer vehicle? Well, we're about 2 months out. Now, sir, you know none of these vehicles are going to be here within 2 months. What if I had the 3 Ps? What if I had the perfect car at the perfect price with the perfect payment? Or maybe just the 2 Ps, perfect car, perfect price if it's a cash customer. What if I had those? Would you buy today? Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. Don't be sold by your customer, okay? Don't be sold by him. Don't think for your customer and don't judge your customer. Don't ever judge your customer, okay? I can tell you that my first car deal ever in this business, I was just practicing my meet and greet on people that were walking by me, and I ended up selling them a car. Nervous as all hell. Didn't know what was going on, but I didn't think they could buy a car. They didn't look like they could buy a car. Never, ever judge, okay? So, on the customer side, use these 5 and 5 on qualifying. It'll make it so much easier. You'll load your mind and you'll load the desk with exactly what needs to happen and what is trying to be accomplished, and it makes the deal go easier. And 9 times out of 10, you get a car deal if you do it right. Okay. Remember this: step 2 is rapport. They gotta like you. If they don't like you, they're not gonna buy from you. They'll go spend $2,000 down the street at Tim Chevrolet or whatever because they had a salesperson that they liked and they trusted and they felt comfortable with. So what that you were $2,000 less? They didn't like you. We want to like them. Ask questions indirectly. Use these 5 on 5. I call them the 5 on 5s. The 5 vehicle questions, the 5 customer questions, all in your qualifying process. It may have taken 12 minutes to tell you all this, but really all these qualifying questions can be done within a minute and a half of getting into step 3. Remember, anytime you stutter, back to step 2, build rapport, get your customer to like you. Happy selling.